Hello, Dr. Welcome back to Minecraft. I'm not the kind of person to do milestones, but I'm super upset of what something just happened. If there's one number I like, it's 24. There are two reasons for that. One, it's my birthday. Two, it's a really nice number. Why do you think we chose 24 for our hours in a day system? Because it's so easy to divide. You can put 24 in all kinds of chunklets. But now, because of some big old meanie head, I've missed the one opportunity in a lifetime to see 240 subscribers. I really like 240 because it's 24 times 10. Oh yeah, I also caught two of the 15k fish, the coelacanth or whatever you call it. The coelacanth, it's one of the two. The little relic fish that you catch during the rain because it was snowing in my town and it was late. The other thing, the shark I caught in the tropical island, which is also neat. Anything else I need to do here? No, I need to get some water though. Ugh, I'm dry. I'm parched. Parched like parchment. It's parchment, but you know. Ain't no one to correct me here, is there? Man, I wish there was someone extremely snarky standing behind me saying, I like snarky people that say snarky things, because they're snarky. They have a fresh drink. What is there? What's with the shadow? Yeah, that was an awkward shadow. I need to get rid of those trees at some point before the mayor comes over and kicks my butt. So yeah, this video is mostly me being super upset because I don't get many subscribers, but now I got like 4 in a period of 4 hours. A subscriber an hour is a lot when you only have like 200 plus something. So, yeah. I'm gonna bite my lip and be slightly annoyed. One of you ruined my life forever. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't care about arbitrary statistics. Jeez. Who cares about arbitrary statistics? If you do, you're either a mathematician, in which case, wink wink, you're a cool guy. Or you're someone who doesn't really know how to value their own life and needs an arbitrary statistic to do that. Like, seriously, why do you... An arbitrary statistic? Really? It's arbitrarily decided as its value. That shit can devalue in seconds. You know what I'm thinking of? There's absolutely nothing. The thing with enchantments is, the main reason you don't do it all that often is because you want the good effect, so you just save it up. But is there a reason not to enchant all your stone pickaxes with at least a level 1 enchantment? Like, it's not the most powerful one, but you'll get a lot in return. You can get an efficiency, an arm breaking. And in the long run, if you don't only spend like a few levels, which when you mine and dig up stuff, you'll probably get back in like a second. There's a lot of mathematics to be quoting there, kiddo. I'm a digging and a sprigging and a digging. 'Cause it's tea for two and time for you today. Man, I like Animal Crossing. Tomorrow I'm getting the garden shop. It won't be too long until the kicks will open. Man, everything is looking up. Except my gut, which is kind of churning. It's churning, which is bad, in case you don't know. For all you non-homo sapiens out there, let me clarify that for you. You should be polite to aliens. They don't want to feel excluded. Gotta make sure everyone understands the situation here. I do not want to be the guy that gets the American president on his doorstep who says, "We wanted to be the first to say hi to the aliens." And I'd be like, "But Mr. Obama, that's just a little bit selfish, don't you think?" And he'd be like, you know, just want my name in the history books, you know? Just my name. Man. I wonder, is it Is it actually racist to say that it's hard to keep people of a certain race to tell the difference? Like, there's a meme with Nelson Mandela. Mandela, isn't that the little squiggly circle things? I remember the Mandela machine craze. That was weird. I can't believe Nelson Mandela has his name attached to that. I wonder who's gonna sue that guy. Anyway, the Mandela machines aside, um, is it racist to say that you can't tell the difference? Like, what you're really saying is, I, as a person, like, if someone can't tell faces apart, it's perfectly fine. You're like, oh, well, that's just your problem. You just got a little sick disease in your head. You shouldn't worry about it, kiddo. But what if you're, you know, what if you're blind and you can't see faces at all? And you're like, well, I can't tell black people apart because I don't even know if they're black to begin with. That is weird humor, by the way. But that's a valid question. Because there are people who seriously can't tell faces apart. They can't remember facial features. Are you going to call people racist just because they lack a certain, human capacity? Because that's pretty, that's pretty Hitler. You're being a genetic supremacist right there, fucker. Oh, well, if you can't tell faces apart, you're fucking racist. Well, that's genetic supremacy for you, fuck. If anyone's being an asshole in this conversation, it's you. For claiming that not having certain genetics is bad. You want... What? Oh, this is that coal thing. Can't believe I forgot that quick. Oh, whatever. Anyway, yeah. That is a question you need to ask yourself. Did I take that far enough? Yeah. Is that really something you can call racist? And if you're blind and you can't tell voices apart, it's pretty much the same argument. Like, if you can't tell them apart because you're an asshole and you say, like, haha, all black people look the same because I can't tell the shading. Which, I think I could tell black... I don't know. I don't know enough black people. I don't know enough people of color to be able to say that. Like, I live in... No, even if I do live in a white neighborhood, I do see a lot of Moroccans and, those kind of folk. The main immigrant population that takes place in the Netherlands. The Turkish, the Moroccans, and... What was the last one again? There was one more... the Oopsie Doodles? I think it was the Oopsie Doodles. Oopsie Doodles aside... Yeah, I don't know. I don't personally know enough to be able to solidly tell you, well, I could tell them apart or I couldn't. That's a really good question. I like how I turned a thing that most people say, oh, that's just racist. And I turned it into a real question as to whatever you can. The power of analysis reaches far and deep into the human psyche. It really is gene supremacy to say that just because someone can do so. I guess you have to draw a line there too. Like, when is it gene supremacy and when are you actually saying that's a bad gene to have? Like, not being able to tell the difference in faces, is that a feature we need? Because if you work in a dark corner all your life, I don't think you're going to tell faces all that well simply because, you're not working in an environment where that sort of stuff happens. But this is the thing. Being able to tell faces apart, not being able to do so for a specific race, it might, I don't know, I don't do research or anything, so don't quote me on this. But it could be that it's entirely possible that you're unable to tell the difference in faces between races. Like, if you're white, you can't tell the difference between black and Asians and all that sort of stuff. But if you're, let's say, Mexican, you can't tell the difference in Caucasian people and black people and all that sort of stuff. Like, if that's a real thing, then you have to start asking yourself, okay, is this person just being a dip, or am I being the dip here? Who is double dipping in my sauces? That's a legitimate question, and it will boggle your mind. There will be minds boggled all over the place, and I will be the first to take the front seat. I thought I had 4 bottles of water. I like how that has a decimal. Lovely. Doot 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 doot. Man, I love the jingles, and Animal Crossing is such a nice game. As it's really polite and lovely and kind and happy and joyous. Okay, let's put my theory to the test. Okay, we get efficiency, and we get efficiency. That's great. That means I can speed up my... Oh man, look at that efficiency one. For one level, I keep getting efficiency. That's amazing. It's amazing. Or is it, Captain Planet? Are you talking to me? I stopped being Captain Planet after a while. Why so, Captain Planet? You know, like, there's countries devoted to being environmentally friendly. And, truth be told, I gave up on the Americans a while ago. Like, they're never gonna change. Either they're going to change because they're choking on their own stuff like the Chinese. Like, the Chinese are choking on their own fucking CO2 emissions. If I can't change their mind, how big of a chance do I have with the Americans? Riddle me that one, Batman. I'm not Batman. I'm Pollution Man. Yeah, you must be really busy these days, aren't you? Since everyone just tosses everything... You know what I like to do? Every single day, I like to pick up a stray piece of trash and toss it in the garbage bin. Because I imagined if I do that all year long, I'll pick up a lot of trash. And I'll set a good example. Because you know what they say, the best place to start improving the world is yourself, because everyone's an asshole and needs to start, working it. Just work it. Man, I love Wario Land 4's interest. I don't know, Wario Land 4 has a lot of strong music. Wario Land's always had pretty good, I don't know about 1, but 2, 3, and, no, 3, no, 3 not so much. But 2 has some pretty baller boss musics. It has some really good tunes. Especially the item get, oh man, that tune's divine. You know what I've been? I've always been the man of the having the sequel, but not the original. Wario Land 3, I had that. Never had 1, never cared. But I've, for a long period of my time, struggled with getting Wario Land 2. So when I got it, I was like, yeah! Because I only played it once on a vacation somewhere, and, man. Reminiscing back in days. Anyway. I'll see you guys next time. I hope y'all, this probably wasn't too much of an interesting episode, but maybe I made you think. Maybe I put that little old thinker in your little old noggin to work. That's a good thing, by the way. Because thinking, yeah. I don't know about you jocks, but your life, your ability to work is being dramatically reduced. We need less jocks, and we need more people that can operate machinery. Guess what? You don't need muscles for that. Even chess. You need to get rid of the chess model. I saw something called Chess 2 and all sorts of... Man, we need to improve on a lot of stuff. But you know what they say? People don't like change, but change is always the most exciting and probably the best option. There is ultimately an equilibrium to speak of, but you know what they say, an apple a day and all that stuff. I'll see you guys next time. We're going to dig more stone. And I'll probably go and jibber jabber, and I'll probably make slightly racist comments and try to justify them in some way, shape, or form. Not that what I said wasn't racist. I mean, I did justify it to a degree that you can say, well, I guess it's not really that racist. Or maybe you'll say, like, oh man, I'm the racist guy. I'm being supreme. I think that's racism, though. If you're being genetically supremacist, if you're being a genetic supremacist, basically saying one gene's better than the other, that is racism in a nutshell. You can look at dogs. There's a lot of racism in dogs. Don't get me started on the dogsism. You see those little chihuahua fuckers? They're dying. They're dying because assholes like you say, "That's just the way dogs look so cute." I hate you. I hate people that breed dogs like that because you're killing them. I hate the little pug noses too. Those guys are dying. Just because you fuckers can't take a normal dog that does, just lives. I do like sausage dogs. My grandmother has one, and it always picks its nose in my eye. It also likes licking out my ear. And with that little dagger of a muzzle, it's just nuts. Just no. Oh. Man, I just love this. This is just fun. It's just fun. I'll see you guys later. You have a great day. You hold on tight, guys. Let me give a good old-fashioned wink wink. And maybe if you come on over, we can rub some elbows. We can do some little nudge nudge. Next time, I'm probably going to inhale before starting the episode. Well, no, I'm going to inhale while starting the episode. Or maybe I'll eat some biscuits or something, you know. Change up the works. Maybe, I don't chew bubblegum. I don't like bubblegum. What is your problem, Mr. Spider? I don't know what his problem is. Who's out there? You know what I should do? Make a bow. Oh, it's a creeper. Hey there, Mr. Creeper! Bonsai! I said bonsai. When I say bonsai, you say tree. That was so cool. That was baller. Pro baller. Of course, I have a 20-year contract. It is not paying me at all, but you know what they say, 20-year contracts work that way. You'll never get paid. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.